Hey there, we are here shooting the Razor Mix Road. So we have Myles Hawkins here. He is right now in CZW. We're in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
A little cut up, a little beat up, but could be happier to be here.
All right, so you wrestled in Wrestle Pro. You've wrestled in CZW tonight. Tell the people about yourself. Tell them where else you wrestled so they know where they can see you.
Man, whole East Coast, MCW is where I started. I've been up to Wrestle Pro in New Jersey. I've been up to CZW. As part of CZW, we even went over to WXW in Germany. We did Pro Wrestling Holland in Amsterdam. I've been around a few places up in Massachusetts, and then a few other ones that I can't say because I got beat on national TV. But if you find those matches, don't send them to me because they fit on Twitter.
Yeah, but you also want to, get a second chance with those guys. You can't let them think that they're just because they beat you once, they're going to be able to beat you again, right?
Well, that was 5 years ago. I got better since then.
Exactly. So next time you see them, it's on site.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. There you go. All right, so it sounds like you've done a decent amount of traveling, seeing the world. You said you've been up Germany. Are there any places that you haven't gone yet that are kind of like on the top of your list to wrestle in? It's just like somewhere you think is going to be awesome. You're going to want to visit the place and you think you're going to have a great match there too.
Right now, Japan. Japan has been up there for a while.
Yeah.
I remember watching New Japan, especially when Naito was getting hot. I was like, this looks incredible. But as far as the States, West Coast.
West Coast?
West Coast, Cali, baby. Gotta do the Cali.
Yeah, I've been out there a couple times. I haven't seen any wrestling out there, but I have been out there a couple times just to visit friends. East Coast seems like it's a huge place.
East Coast is crazy for wrestling.
Yeah.
All up and down the coast, you can't find any bad wrestler.
Yeah, it seems like there's always a show going on, always something to do for sure.
Always.
On the East Coast. So speaking of that, CZW, we know got its start for the most part in Philadelphia and in some other places around here. Is this a place that you've always wanted to come to, or is this kind of something that you fell into?
So when I started at CZW, it felt too out of reach. It was one of those things where it's like, you're saying I can get to CZW like my second year? Like, that feels too fast.
Yeah.
But then coming in, it was one of those things where, oh, no, you belong here. You're going to be one of our guys. So, no, I couldn't have been happier to come to this.
Okay, yeah, I mean, CZW's been around for a long time. I think I first started watching it when I was a kid, when the original ECW went out of business, and being from Philly, anytime I saw a wrestling show that I knew was from Philadelphia on TV, I was always going to turn it on. So I think I've been watching CZW since back in the day when it first started. So it's definitely a name that I think any wrestler would want to have on their resume.
And when you hear CZW, you're like, oh, I know what that is.
So let me ask you this then. Did it intimidate you at all knowing that CZW is one of those companies where they pull out everything? They pull out the barbed wire, they pull out the thumbtacks, they pull out the glass, and you may or may not have to do it, but you never know. Was that kind of intimidating to you?
Not intimidating, because at this point we've established that there are pretty people on the roster, and then there's the deathmatch roster. Okay. I'm one of the pretty people. I do the wrestling around here, and then there's the deathmatch side, which is what I'm trying to get rid of and get back to the CZW that we all remember.
Yeah. So what would be the penalty if, you let one of these guys know, look, this is my moneymaker right here. You cannot fuck this up. Well, what would you have to do if they cross that line and they try to mess up the face? What would happen to
guys have tried, but I'm just good. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, if you come for my face, I just move, kick you. There are ways around it.
Okay.
I've seen other guys get caught.
Yeah.
And as long as you're not lacking, you're good.
Just you gotta give them a good receipt for even trying in the first place. Like, hey, you should be tried it. Right.
I mean, tonight Jimmy tried. He got blood. I was never going to bleed in wrestling, but here I am. So, what can you do?
There you go. Okay, so I ask you another quick question about like your goals. So you've been to a lot of different promotions, and this being one of the bigger names on the Indies. It's been around for a long time. Do you see yourself kind of being in the Indies for longer, or do you kind of move up? Do you kind of want to move up somewhere where there might be a contract? Or something like that. Is that something that you have in mind, or is that something that maybe could wait a few more years?
I think we all dream of that contract. I think every wrestler who steps in the ring would be lying if they said, I don't want one.
Right.
Of course we want one, but at the end of the day, it's what do you feel fulfilled doing?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I like coming out here and having this connection with the fans, going out there and doing different things, being able to see the world.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that certain companies will let you do it, and other companies, you have to go with everything that they do. It's just what you want, what that flavor of ice cream is.
Okay. So sometimes it's good to have the freedom, but of course you do want to move up to as high as you possibly can.
I wouldn't be lying if I said I didn't want a main event WrestleMania with the pyro.
There you go.
That's every wrestler. I feel like should want that.
Yeah.
If you don't want that, then we're not the same type of wrestler. Sorry.
I know wrestlers get asked this all the time. Who is their dream opponent, their dream match? So I always like to take it a step further. Who is your dream fatal four-way? You could get in the ring with any three guys, dead or alive. So even some of the guys that have passed, who would be you and these other three guys? Who would they be?
Does it have to be a fatal four-way? I hate fatal four-ways. I do them all the time.
I love this one because it's going to have your three favorite crowders ever. You're going to love this.
Okay. I got to throw Macho in there. Macho Man's my guy. Always do the overdrop for Macho. Throw Kofi Kingston in there. He's the one who got me into this.
Awesome.
So,
that's a good influence.
Final guy, this fatal four-way. I think I'm winning this either way. So I'll go with Xavier. With David Woods.
Okay, that would be interesting to see.
Yeah, because I want to see him fight. I just want to be front row while they fight.
So you could just sit in the back of the turnbuckle and you could just watch Kofi and Xavier go at it. Then you got Macho Man would be a whole nother element too. Because you rarely see him wrestle too many guys like the New Day.
It would be a fun match.
I think that would be really interesting to see for sure. That's a very unique answer. I like that because that's very, very genuine.
I try to wear my reference on sleeve. Like, yeah, I like you. You know it.
Yeah.
I do all your moves. Sorry, Sue. But
hey, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and we all start somewhere. We all gotta copy somebody. If I said I didn't study RJ City or Chris Van Vliet, I'd be lying too. So,
I mean, those are
gotta copy somebody.
Those are the guys where we want to be. So, might as well say, hey, you got there. I want to be there with you.
Awesome. So I love your ambition, and I thank you so much for your time. And great match tonight too. I hope you go everywhere you want to go and do everything you want to do.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pleasure.